But now, getting a ticket in New York has steeper penalties. The DMV is overhauling its point system, and the points you accrue as a driver will stay on your record longer.
So the DMV rolled these out last month without even updating its website. So 7 News senior reporter Maki Becker is now breaking down what you need to know.
It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal because what happens if let's say you have 2 points on your license already. Now you have 13 points on your license.
The DMV has made some big changes to its point system, and it means more drivers could face having their license suspended and for longer. It could also hike your insurance big time when you get a ticket for certain traffic violations. I talked to Buffalo attorney Frank Latempio III about these changes.
When people come into our office and they talk about DWIs, a lot of times they ask the question, will this affect my insurance? And many times it doesn't. A DWI doesn't affect someone's insurance.
So up until November, you didn't get any points on your license for a DWI. But that's not the case anymore. A DWI can now mean 11 points on your license.
Your insurance rates will skyrocket. Skyrocket.
It's not just DWIs. You can now get up to 8 points for passing a stopped school bus with its lights on and stop sign out. That used to be 5 points. And Frank says he used to plead his DWI clients' cases down to that violation.
As it stood before November, when these new laws came into place, it would affect your insurance more and your driving history more than an alcohol-related offense would.
Don't worry, these buses, they don't have their arms out. I'm going safely around it. So you might be thinking, why haven't I heard anything about these changes? Well, you're not alone.
Literally, my office manager said to me the other day that, did you hear about the new point change on DWIs? And I said, no, what are you talking about? And I do DWIs, like I said, 3, 4, 5 times a week. I'm handling a DWI, and this is the first I've ever heard of it.
So I reached out to the DMV, and they told me that all this information, in fact, was reported back in the summer, in July. It was in this report, the New York State Register. It's actually a 98-page report, and it was on page 15. You read that, right?
When the BAC went from .01 to .10 to .08,
right,
there was a pretty big campaign about that, right? Why wouldn't they do that now?
For more details to these new laws, check out my story at WKBW.com. Maki Becker, 7 News, Buffalo.